Okay, this episode, I'm going to do another episode on rock hounding. I'm out at a place called Imperial Dam Long-Term Visit Area in Southern California. It's pretty close to Yuma, about 15 miles away. Now, you have some really good rock hounding out here because you had the Colorado River right back there in the background, and then they dredged out a canal called the All-American Canal, and that was the ancient riverbed of the Colorado River. And you'll know when you're getting into the dredgings, like there's dredgings everywhere. That canal must be 20 feet deep, so they dug out a lot of rocks. You start seeing river cobble. I mean, this really round flat stuff, it's your river cobble. Okay, so it took thousands of years in the Colorado River. That's your natural rock tumbler, basically. And so there's a lot of gravel pits out here also. But I do best looking for the better quality rocks when I see the river cobble. And for example, that's stuff I've tumbled already over the last 2 years or so. And I put it through a 5-week process. So it takes 5 weeks. Every week you put in a finer grit and a finer grit, and after the 5th week, everything's tumbled nice. Now these are just rocks I found to give you an idea of what I look for. These are rocks I just found. I just pulled out a few. I got literally a pile there, and I have some of the better ones actually in there. But the stuff that you don't want to tumble, that doesn't come out good, is anything that's got pock marks in it, like this. Those little pock marks, none of that will polish up. Plus, it's not an attractive rock. I would never even attempt it. But you'll find some really nice rocks, and occasionally they got pock marks all over, and they will not. Just the high points will polish, and all those low points won't. This one again has a lot of pock marks. This one is just extremely rough. Again, this is a basalt. It's got a lot of pock marks in it. And if you see crease marks or cracks or anything like that, those areas of the stone will not polish up. Even though you might have a nice rock, after the 5 weeks you're going to be kind of disappointed. So I look for stuff without pock mark, creases, and stuff like that. Now I'm picking up, I like things with solid colors. There's quite a few more colors. I just put a few out here to show you some of what you can find. Anything that you can see through, those are your chalcedonies. You put it up to the sunlight, like this one I just found yesterday. You put it up to the sunlight, it has a glow. Some people call it a glow. It's just translucency. Sun going through it. And I can't even really see the camera very well, but these are all semi-translucent. So anything like that you want to pick up. I also like shapes. This is like a heart shape here. I like the lozenge shapes, or what I call a cabochon cut, like that. Round rocks. These are what I call conglomerates. And there's a mix of different types of rock all in there. Like this one here, you can see that it was like a quartz vein that got broken up, and then it got melted and deposited in a molten layer to make it what I call a conglomerate. Those look very cool. Matter of fact, I got one over here that I tumbled, so to give you an idea. So it's the very same process. Okay, so after tumbling, that's how nice it'll look. So that's I always look for that kind of stuff to tumble. Let's see what else. Banding, or when you see any type of banding, this is a banded chert. These come up very nice because even though you might think it's sedimentary, soft sedimentary rock. It isn't. It's a very hard, maybe a 7th, in the quartz family. To give you an idea what that looks like after polishing. That's a piece that's been polished. So, and I hope the camera is focusing. Sometimes it doesn't focus well. Okay, so that's what it'll look like. I mean, it's beautiful rocks. Agate. This is just some agate I found today. That's a piece that I tumbled. You can see there's some really beautiful agate out here. Anything with more than 2 colors in it is a keeper. One of those things you definitely want to hold on to. These, one way you can tell they're going to come out good is if you spray them. I'll give you an idea. I'll spray them right now. See? So that simulates how they're going to look after 5 weeks in a tumbler. Just beautiful rocks. Contrasting colors, again, these look really nice. Anything with contrasting colors will polish up real nice. And the conglomerates, you can see how nice they'll look after they've gone through the tumbling phase. So anyway, and the solid colors, even those, I mean, look at how beautiful those look. So that's some of the things I'm looking for in rocks out here. Here's a piece of picture jasper. That's one of my best pieces right here, and I put it in the tumbler. "5 weeks in the tumbler, and it's got about 5 or 6 different colors. That's called picture jasper. That's one of my best pieces. It's a big chunk, almost the size of the palm of my hand. Like I say, I hope it's polishing. Okay, now this one I just found, and this thing is huge. Give you an idea. Picture jasper again. And I'll show you what it looks like, what it'll look like after it's been polished. I'll just spray it down. Now look at that. It's going to be beautiful. Now this big one, I'm probably going to cut it up in slices, because occasionally you can actually see pictures. Mountain scenes, cloud scenes, forest scenes, stuff like that. So that's a huge piece. And when they have scenes in them, then they become quite valuable. I've seen picture jaspers selling for up to $1,000 for just a thin slice. So this will make quite a few slices. Anyway, there's 2 types of tumbling methods. I use a rotary tumbler that I got at Harbor Freight for 50 bucks. Came with 5 extra belts for years of tumbling. And I do it remotely out here in the desert, using my solar system on the roof there. I was actually running my tumbler. Okay. The other type is a vibratory tumbler. It just vibrates. Those are fast. They're much faster than a rotary tumbler, but they don't get all the rough edges off of the rocks. A rotary tumbler, the rocks are hitting each other, and all the rough edges get worn down really nice. Granted, it takes 4 or 5 weeks, but versus a couple weeks maybe with the vibratory tumbler. Let's see what else I have to show you here. Showed you the conglomerate. Here's another just piece of agate. This is pretty much how that stuff's going to come out after tumbling. Beautiful. A lot of color in this one. That's petrified wood. Again, like I say, I'm doing this on a smart camera. I don't know if it's focusing or not. Sometimes when you get all the sun reflections, it won't focus. But petrified wood comes out really nice. You get big chunks, and you can break them up and make them a little smaller. This is the basalt that's out here. This is a fine-grained basalt. That's how it comes out. It comes out really nice. Here's a piece that I found today. Very dull looking, but that's how nice it'll come up after tumbling. It comes up really beautiful. And sometimes you'll see unusual inclusions and stuff in the rock too, or even some different shades and colors. So, okay, I guess that's about it for this episode. I hope you found something useful. Like I say, the All-American Canal, they dredged for miles and miles. There's no particular hot spot for me. Almost everywhere I've been going, I've been finding really nice rocks. Just look for dredgings and look for the river cobble, the round stuff, that real smooth stuff. It's all over here, all up and down here. Okay, well, this is Eagle Eric in the Sonoran Desert, signing out.